Yo, what's up? This is Damnation-n-Hellfire, and I'm here with Vikes and Ross Crow. Say hi, guys.
Hi,
Good
guys.
evening. Good evening.
One of you can follow directions anyway. How's everything going with everybody?
Slow.
Going pretty good.
How's your Ross? Real life stuff for me. You got hit by a flood, didn't you?
Indeed. I'm here in Iowa. We got 8.5 inches of rain in one night, and we're just not set up for that. So we took on water. It's basically Noah's Ark. It's been drying out for the week, so I'm pretty much through it now.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, yeah. I remember that happened to us last year. We got 8 inches of rain in one night. That sucked.
Yeah.
I believe when we were talking about it and vibing before, you said you got real lucky too. You didn't really have any like monetary damage. It was all just like labor damage.
Right. Just it was labor intensive. Second unfinished basements, water and mud, muck, and neighbors and all the street, the whole thing. It's just yuck.
Didn't you say there was a house in your neighborhood that exploded?
There is one that exploded. Indeed. Very close. What happened is the wall caved in. The back wall caved in from the water pushing, and structurally it collapsed. It was a duplex, and then the gas line exploded, and the whole house exploded. I mean, like a bomb. It was pretty good.
I mean, it's a really good thing that nobody was home when it happened.
Yeah, they were actually home.
Oh, were they? I thought they weren't home.
Well, they got out. I mean, they weren't inside the house. Like the flood and the walls started to give way. They bailed out, type thing. We're up the hill and watching their house explode.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just imagine like the kick in the stomach type feeling you would get from that, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Well, I felt it. It was pretty sweet. You know, boom.
Well, I'm sure they didn't think so.
No.
All right. Well, enough about that. Enough about real life. I guess we're here to talk about Battle Pirates, aren't we?
Indeed.
Oh, wait. You mean Battle Pirates isn't real life? So there's a raid going on today. It's called Supremacy. Have you guys partaken in any of it yet? I know I myself have only hit one target at this point.
I've hit 2 sets. That's all I've done so far. I just can't seem to get into the game. It's just not fulfilling me right now.
Ross?
I blasted out about 200 million real quick, and then I've enjoyed it, or it went really well for me at least so far.
Roughly how much damage are you taking on sets?
I'm running a Grease Monkey crew, and I'm running 4 to 5 coins per 100 set.
Yeah, see, that's kind of my problem. It's like I'd be happy if I was running 4 coins without a Grease Monkey. 4 coins with a Grease Monkey to me is just a bit much for a set.
No, I agree. I agree. I'm running on auto. I'm I am scoring more than 1 point for 1 coin per million points. I'm sorry, I'm doing better than that ratio. However, I know that the 1 million points doesn't get you anything any longer. So that ratio is blown. Basically.
The ratio should be one coin per 2 million is what the ratio should be.
Well,
honestly, at this point, it should be more like 1 coin per. Hang on, let me do some quick calculations in my head. I would say 1 coin per 5 million is what we should be looking at right now, because 1 coin per million is what we were happy with when we only need to get like 60 million points to get everything. And now, like, you know, you're looking at a lot of times you need like 300, 350 million points.
Right.
So you need like 5 times, you need about 5 times the amount of points. So therefore you should be getting 5 times more points for 1 coin.
Now here is where I'm looking at also is my total points required for for everything, and everything is not very high, because, you know, it's not for everything I want. And I mean, not everything on the list. All right. Everything I don't have is a very small list. You know what I'm, for me.
Again, it just depends on what you're looking at. Because, like, if you start looking at, like, the cheetah, the scatter guns, and the other missiles, you know, just between those 2 guys, you're looking at what, like, hang on, it's like, because they're, what, 5 million points apiece, I think?
Yeah, I guess.
30 of them, so there's, like, 300 million points right there.
Yeah, I guess I'm not looking at that. I can see where, I mean, you could just get tons of points out of this. I was looking at the new items, and I guess not the 30. I'm not going there. I didn't partake in that last time. I'm just not going there. And if I'm left behind for some reason, I don't have some combat speed weapon. Oh well, that's just how it is. Because that's,
of course, all that I suppose we can get into more when we actually talk about the prize list and all the wonderful limited things that are
there. Well, yeah.
Well, let me get some screen sharing started here, and we'll just go over things.
Good deal.
All right, there we go. All right, so the first thing we're talking about is bug fixes. Ship stats are now scrollable in the ship construction complete menu. Sweet. Monoliths ship path correctly and upper tier FM targets. Good deal. Weapon range, weapon reload, and hit points have been added to drone status UI hover menu. So, you know, when you hover over your drones on your build, you'll be able to see those stats. So that's a good thing. I mean, nothing like earth-shattering that I see in any of this stuff, but it's all good little additions, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess the main thing we're going to be talking about tonight is the July event supremacy. And here, in case you haven't noticed, guys who are watching on the YouTube, we're ghettoing it this week because, quite frankly, I couldn't be bothered to take the time to make slides. I had a lot of shit going on myself. And I know Ross has been dealing with a lot of stuff from the floods and whatnot, so he didn't have time to work on anything to send me either. So, yeah, feel free to follow along at home on the forums if you like.
Yeah. All right.
Supremacy. Nice little picture there. I'd play the video for you guys, but generally playing a video over a Hangout doesn't work real well. It gets all choppy and stuff, so you can watch that at your leisure. And, of course, the raid started today at 9 a.m. Hicks time, which is noon my time. And it will last until Monday, the 16th at 9 a.m. Hicks time. And, of course, that's all dependent on what world you're in. All the worlds have different start times. But as always, relocation, sector threat, base park targets, and they are all turned off, and your friends list is limited to 10. And the daily campaigns are turned off. I didn't actually check that this time to see if they did, because I knew the one time they forgot to do it, but I'm sure that they did.
Yeah, let's hope they'd leave them on again, you know?
Yeah, that'd be wonderful, but I kind of doubt it.
Can't get everything we want.
Yeah, hey, we have a new feature. They revamped the target menu UI. It looks all pretty and everything. It shows you what targets are in the sets, what the recommended votes are for them, and how many points they pay out. So, you know, that's a cool little thing. I'm glad we spent time working on that instead of working on things like over damage and PvP balance. And
I have liked this, though, and it's clear. I have liked that.
Yes, I mean, it tells you exactly, you know.
Don't get me wrong, it's a nice thing. I just think there's probably things that should have been a little higher on the priority list. Of course, you know, your goals, they get this long-winded thing. Your goal is to go out and kill crap, get points, and then get prizes. There you go. That's your goal. And the shit you can kill. You got the tier 8 sets. They're the very difficult, you know, with the high point payouts. You got the 106. That's 2.5 million. You got the 104. That's 2.5 million, and then you have a completion bonus of 5 million. And, yeah, and of course you have there's drops in there. The 106 drops 1 charge with missile defense system 3, and you got to collect 5 shards to get 1 limited blueprint. And the 104 drops a shard for the Hyper 30 installation. You got to get 5 shards to get 1 limited blueprint for that. Yay, limited. Let's see. Which is where, like, you know, I know for a while they had done, you know, when you would, like, kill a set and get your completion bonus, you wouldn't get the full 10 million. And they had fixed that last raid where you actually got it. And now we're back to where you don't get the full 10 million again. Because I know I didn't get the full 10 million. I got like 9,984,000 or some crap like that.
Yeah, I got the full 10.
Well, you don't always though. I got to tell you. Yeah.
Well, aren't you just a special child in the room then, man?
Yeah, I get the full 10 twice. I got the full 10 twice. So I gotta say it's working for me just fine. Don't jinx it now.
There's always got to be one in every crowd. There always has to be.
There you go.
You got the 100 that you can hit for 2.5 million, and it drops a charge for reinforced premium armor. And again, 5 shards for 1 limited blueprint. And the 102, which gives 2.5 million and drops 1 charge for reinforced reactive armor. Hey, look at that. It's 5 shards for 1 blueprint. How about that?
Yay.
And for all these, they recommend the legendary rank mana core fleets.
And mana cores only. Yeah, you can't.
Correction.
Yeah.
Not correction. Correct is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, there's no taking anything else in there. So no Savage flagships for you. Well, the tier 7s, you got the 83, the 85, and the 87, and they pay respectively 500K, 600K, 700K, and completion bonus of 1.5K for doing all 3. And they recommend mana core fleet at least rank 12s. And it must be any tier assault or generalist of at least tier 7 and Hades is permitted. Then tier 6, you got the 61, 63, 65 with 100K, 200K, 300K, and 450K completion bonus. And you can use legendary Skyflyers or legendary Phoenixes in there. And you will get a hit down multiplier on those. And then tier 5, you got that 1 target, the 41, and you get a 30K bonus. You get a 30K point payout and a completion bonus of 20K. Like, you know, I just now thought this. Why is there a completion bonus when it's only 1? Why would we just make I mean, Jesus. And they say you can use legendary ranked Apollos in there, and of course, again, you'll get a hit down multiplier. Blitz target, you got the 10 times blitz functionality for the level 89, which is 800K, blitz minimum 5 gold, and the 69, which is 125K, and you blitz minimum of 1 gold. As always, you can track your completion and event thingy. You can stack your targets, so you can kill like a whole bunch of 106 and then do a bunch of 104 stuff. Let's see, of course, advanced resources, titanium, or uranium payout, crafts, as always. Of course, you can do expeditions to get all that other stuff. So, let's talk about the prizes. I got a little bit blown up picture here of the Greta's Inferno Dragon. Ross, you want to go over that?
Sure. It's a tier 7 garrison draconian tech. It's 20,000 tons. It has armor points of 40,000. It is a flagship only. Yeah, with this, the attack bonuses, it carries a rocket reload of 60%, rocket range bonus of 55%, explosive damage 85%, building damage 150%, wall damage 350%, Anti-mortar and anti-mortar range is plus 75%. Anti-missile range plus 25%. Anti-mortar accuracy is plus 65%. Anti-missile accuracy is plus 25%. So those are really really big boosts on the antis. I just want to note that. And then we continue on with the defense, and it has a deflection of ship deflection of 1,500, structure deflection of 2,000, remote targeting up to 97%, evade. Explosive defense plus 85%, penetrative defense plus 85%. It does a combat speed at 35 mile an hour, turn speed is 32, and map speed is 45. It has a repair duration of just under 3 hours at 2 hours 55 minutes. 8 weapon slots, 5 armor slots, 6 special slots, 8 million tons, cargo.
Wow, that's nice.
So we have the flagship effect here is going to be applied to each Drago Inferno Dragon, Greto Inferno Dragon in the fleet, and so it's going to have this has a range on it, however, so it's not going to be like the Savage. So you can't just leave it in the corner. You're going to need to get it within a range of a 120. It's going to have a penetrative defense plus 50%, like the Savage. Structured deflection on this plus 300. It is cold snap immune, and you'll get ship deflection also plus 300. So that the Savage users out there, they don't have the structure or the ship deflection that this will have. The special abilities, it has a Dragon's Breath, duplicate or cap of 5. It's going to affect all hostile ships, turrets, walls, range of 95. Explosive damage is going to be 2,000 per second. Explosive damage negative 10%, and penetrative damage negative 10%. Also cold snap immune.
So basically, in short, this is going to be replacing your Savage for all those who are currently using Savages for their fleets right now.
Correct. Yep.
Well, yeah, in I like it, but it's a disappointment for me. For me, I mean, it's not something I just don't dislike. It's better than the Inferno Dragon. It's better than the Savage, but the Savage is what, tier 4.5? I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
probably something like that.
It doesn't take and we leave it behind, so it doesn't take damage anyhow.
So there's no range deal on a tier 4.5 versus a tier 7 with. This is a structure deflection plus 300 and a ship deflection. And it also has some nice. It truly has some nice anti bonuses. The rest of the numbers are, a little higher.
The big thing this is going to have going for it over the Savage, though, is not only adding those extra deflections, but plus you're going to have a 5th ship in combat, and you're going to kill shit a lot faster. And the faster you kill shit, the less damage you're taking.
At times. At times, it depends. If we're going up against weapons that do splash damage, then more in a fleet could possibly cost you more damage than less in a fleet.
I myself have not run across that in the FM, and what I've been doing. I don't know if it might be good.
Yeah, that's it. We'll find out if it makes a big difference or not.
And later in the show, we're going to talk more about the FM changes that are coming up too. So that'll tell us a little bit better, I think, how effective this is going to be.
I'm hoping good. I really am. I'm hoping good things, because I'm not really I don't want to leave a ship in the corner of a play field. I'm losing the whole bonus in the offense of that, in my opinion. So it would be nice to bring one into combat, just like this hull would do. So I'm hoping it has a big improvement.
Well, and let's be honest about it. Anybody who's already all caught up and has all the Manticore stuff already, you're going to have to claim this one way or the other. So
yeah, it's a lock behind, you know. So
there you go. Let's see. Next up on the prize list. The phlogiston launcher. Dan, you want to go over that?
Sure. So this is a Tier 7 launcher. It's a Reaver Tech. It consumes 14,000 power. It's a radioactive type damage. Has a projectile speed of 300, accuracy of 50, range of 105, damage of 1,450,000. Has a salvo of 8, reload time of 5, shockwave damage of 900,000, and it has 100% radioactive bypass. Has some special abilities are stack duration of 30 seconds, affects the launcher, fire field chance of 20%, the duration of 4 seconds, a range of 20, and the radioactive field is minus 1,000 per second. Resonance trigger is yes. As a bonus group Tier 7 up to cap 8 with a radioactive damage of plus 25% per.
So yeah, that 1,450,000. That's a pretty sizable number.
Yeah, but it has a salvo of 8 too. You got to look at.
It's the shockwave. In honesty, the shockwave's going to really just that's going to hurt. That's into the range where it's going to hurt. But the problem with that is its range of 105.
Yeah, it doesn't got the range it should have.
Well, and whether it hurts or not obviously depends on what they're hitting. You know, like obviously if they're hitting you with a freeze, it's not going to do a thing.
Well, I think the shockwave, excuse me, just looking at 900K, 900K shockwave is going to do something to your fleet.
If it's a freeze though, because they come out the box with over what is it? It's 1 point something million radioactive deflection right out of the box.
Which one? What?
The Efreet, the one we just got in this last battle.
Oh yeah, you're correct. But but let's be honest, you won't see them very much.
Yeah,
I don't even got mine built yet. Well, refitted yet. I got one built, but not refitted.
I tell you what, though, something that's going to start to become more and more interesting is we get more and more of the damage types of the turrets out. Is like all that big nerfing of turrets or fixing of turrets, whichever you want to call it, that happened not too long ago, is really, really going to start to become more and more detrimental as people try to fit all the new turrets in and have to cut old turrets, you know. So you're going to have to like pick and choose your damage. Like you have all 8 of the radioactives, all 8 of the corrosive, all 8 of the concussive, all 8 of the cannons, all 8 of the penetratives, because we don't have enough turrets to do it all. So you're going to have to start picking and choosing. And every time you cut down on one of your turrets in the group type, you're going to be losing damage on turrets that are already underperforming when you have all 8 in the group. So it's going to be very interesting to see the future balance of PvP, which in my opinion is pretty piss poor already. I think it's just as far as for defenders, it's going to go even down and down and down more as we progress, unless something's done.
I'd like so this one here does have the duplicate ore cap, also the same as the others of 8. So we're we're going to see more of these in the future. So these are something your people are going to want to get just to have, and not necessarily put in. I like the stats myself. I don't like the range. So that for my own setup, but it'd be really good possibly in certain setups, but for mine, I don't know.
We can always put the range extender transformer on as opposed to the damage buff. That would get you up to 110.
Yeah,
So,
that still is not enough.
Well, it depends on who's hitting. If it's click point guy, he's probably going to get hit before he kills the turret. You're gonna get at least one bomb.
Oh yeah.
Now, if it's somebody who knows what they're doing and slowly creeps on you, then yeah, you're still gonna outrange it. But... So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
No, right? If you could use it in the right spot, I think it's going to do some damage. Just stat wise, I haven't. Of course, I haven't seen these things in action. So
I'm sure we will soon, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure somebody out there has already got it, coined it, and put it on their shit. I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
And then we got the Missile Defense System 3. Ross, you want to talk about that? Is it just my imagination, or have we only seen 1 and 3? We haven't seen 2 in.
No,
or is 2 in the shard drop thingy?
No, 3 is.
Yeah, so this one's 3, right?
Yeah, 3 is also for the shard drop thing.
Yeah, we can still get the limited by the limited too.
Okay. Yeah, this one here is your next generation countermeasure. So it's Forsaken Tier 7, and it is anti-penetrating. It's a 735 ton. Rank is 15 on this, so it is a ranked item already. Projectile speed is 450, accuracy of 70, range is 5 to 50, salvo of 10, reload time 4.47. Penetrative defense is plus 15%. This does counter missiles and UAVs. I got to tell you, I don't know if that's a building or a shipped missile or a base missile type.
Well, I mean, it all depends on what the missile that's shooting at you says. When it's printed, it says that it can't. Yeah, I don't know. The missile counters especially are so screwed up right now as far as what they will and won't shoot down.
Okay, but stat-wise, I should say, though, this looks really good. I mean, really, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say, I think the missile counter thing, too, is only, at this point, really affected PvE targets, unless I'm sadly mistaken. As far as if a missile can be shot down, it can be shot down in a base by any of the antis. It's only PvE that we find across where certain anti-missiles will only shoot down certain missiles and whatnot.
Correct. That's as far as I know it also. I just wanted to, since it's not limited to any certain type of hull.
Correct.
I didn't know. But the stats look great, I'm going to use it. So. Yeah,
I mean, it looks good. I mean, the projectile speed is decent. Accuracy is okay. Yeah, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah, definitely going to try it out anyhow.
Yeah. And then space limiting, weight limiting. That's where I'll use them. I have certain builds that I just can't quite fit in the other types, and I might have a spot where I could throw one of these on, or the 2s or 1s on there.
Yeah, how much does the Phalanx 4 weigh? I can't even remember. Is it 850 or something?
Yeah, 850 or 900. Yeah, it's right. It's up there a little bit.
I'm not really sure I can jump over. I know it's heavier than this. So I know when I looked at it comparatively, this one was lighter. And so I'll try it out.
Next we got the radioactive isotopes. Dan, we're back to you, I suppose.
I suppose we are.
Oh, Wilbert, right. Headache Wilbert in chat says it's the weight of it is 1K.
Oh, geez.
So
yeah, that's a big difference in weight then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Radioactive isotopes. Another Reaver Tech Tier 7 weapon. Has a weapon power consumed of 30%. Projectile speed of 75. Radioactive accuracy of 75%. And radioactive damage of plus 50%. Well, there's our new attachment to the weapon, so it might make it a little bit, make it better. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it actually gives you 75% accuracy and 50% radioactive damage and 75% reload speed, it should be good.
Well, yeah, as long as everything works properly, yeah.
Yeah. No, those are good. Those are all, this is a good special.
I like it.
Then we got the Zithanite Armor D6CO. Hey, guess what, guys? This is limited. And it's draconian. It goes on your assault or generalist class ships, and it's the newest upgrade for the CO armors, and it will give you 30% of corrosive, or sorry, what is it? Corrosive defense. And repair duration of 1 second. That's nice.
Yes.
So it's not going to add any actual real repair time to your hull. So that's good. Of course, it's 125 tons. And it gives you 2,500 armor points as tier 7. So basically, these are the new charged armors, basically.
Yep.
Okay, so so what we're saying here is these go on what? I mean, straight up mana cores?
Yeah. Yeah, these would go on your mana cores or your Skyfires. I personally wouldn't put them on Skyfire or Phoenixes since they're about to go out. But yeah, these would be for your mana cores.
Right. And so these are going to help the repair, right? I mean, to me, that's what I see. Or repair duration, 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, you can get one of these and one of the other ones on and keep your balance as far as trying to have kind of balance against the damage type or whatever.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah, it'll definitely save you some repair time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Of course, the next one obviously is the one for the missile. Everything's the same except for this is for penetrative defense. 30%.
Yep. Yeah, now 30% for that. Repair duration 1 second. And another good armor for them. It's gonna be. Yeah, these armors on our mana cores should help out with repair time.
Well, the one difference for this, though, is it can also go in your garrison fleet. So,
there we go.
Yep.
You could be looking to put this on your FM fleet. Which, anything to save repair time on your FM fleet is definitely a good thing.
So we're saying Inferno Dragons, right? I mean, that's what we're... Okay. Yes. We're telling it, and we're knocking the repair down, looks like to me. I'm not sure, you got to look at your numbers, keep them straight, because it's just penetrated here, just like the last one was the other. But I'm thinking it's possible we can get some repair down. I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is their way of trying to get it down, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just a shame that they're doing it in a limited fashion,
Right.
That's the big change about it. But yeah, I mean, it saves because the other armors are what, like 22 minutes repair or something, I think.
Yeah, so something like that.
Saving, for each one you replace, you're going to be saving like 22 minutes worth of repair time.
And that's a lot. And that's a lot. So, yeah.
Not to mention however much other repair time you might be saving because of the 30% off.
Correct.
And then next we got the shielded circuitry. Ross, you want to do that guy?
Sure. This one here is a Draconian Tier 7 tech. It's 14% weight. What it is, it's an ECM protection. It's tactical field resistance is plus 40%, and slow resistance is really high at 74.3%. I believe that's because it's already showing as it's ranked in the retro at 15. The stun resistance is also high, 74.3%. This is nice. slow, stunt, and tactical field stacked. So this is going to be for those people that, you know, they're running both evade special and the shielded attack special on certain halls. You now can possibly free one space up. This is not limited to a hull type.
But it is a limited blueprint.
Yes, but it is a limited blueprint. So use it wisely.
Is anybody else getting tired of limited blueprints? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think we've seen more limited blueprints in the past month than what we saw over the past year, maybe.
It's a good possibility.
Then we got the Zithite Reinforcements D5R. Take it away, Dan.
Ooh, the D5R is a radioactive defense of plus 37% for your ships. Draconian Tier 7.
Actually,
No.
This is for your base.
Is the base?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it is. Oh,
that's why it says power consumed.
That's right. Power consumed is 1750 for your base. 37% radioactive. I guess these are trying to with another 500,000 armor points for you. Yeah, I guess this is trying to help you against the new ship that's out, I guess.
Well, and you know, in all honesty, we're just missing it. We don't have the we don't have the 5R out, you know.
No, we don't.
So here it is.
Yeah, so this will help you against all those massively overpowered fleets of freaks that we've been seeing smashing bases.
Coming for you.
I've seen them in guards, and they don't do crap in there either.
They probably didn't build them right then.
They have the possibility to, in stat wise. I don't have one myself, but
hey, guess what, guys? We have a Mana Core sale. Isn't that exciting?
Woohoo!
There's a 50% price drop for the Mana Core blueprint. Collect it now and prepare for the whole store event in August. All right, so prize ladder. Of course, you got the left hand and the right hand side. On the left-hand side, you got Strike System 5. You got Stinger missiles. You got Makara's Manicore. You got the Phoenix. You got Carbon 5 encasing and the Talon missile. And then on the right-hand side, you got the RFX engine, the Twin-Fire rocket, Greta's Inferno Dragon, the Skyfire carrier, the UAV targeting circuitry, and the Hornet UAV. You must redeem either the Makara's Manticore or the Greta's Inferno Dragon to open the lock store. So there's that. And then in the lock store, you can redeem up to 30 Cheetah scatterguns, up to 30 Predator missiles, up to 5 Zithonite armored D6 COs, up to 5 Zithonite armored D6 Ms. You can get 5 shielded circuitries. You can get 5 wardens. I'm sensing a theme there. You can get 4 Howie 6s. You can get the Night Watch countermeasure for 12 million points. Siege Missile B-55X for 12 million. CMXN Reloader for 8 million. Precision Missile System for 8 million. Heavy Ballistic Shells for 10 million. Impact Cruiser for 7. And there's you can redeem up to 3 of those. The Siege Cannon B-35V, you get ballistic calibrated. Quadrison Launcher 2, you can claim 2 of those for 15 million apiece. The Zithonite Reinforcement D5R is 10 million. Isotopes were 8 million. The Catastrophic Mortar is back. You can redeem 2 of them for 15 million apiece. D5C for 10 million. Zithig Shell 2 for 10 million. And then add U4s, Hellstar shards, Ghostcrawler shards, Man of War shards, Proto-Nem shards, and KD shards. 5 maximum on all those. Token-wise, you can get the Makara Manicore build token. You can get 1 days of those for 4 million apiece. You can get up to 10. Regular Manicore build tokens, you can get 8 of those at 4 million. Inferno Dragon build tokens, you can get 8 of those for 4 million. Sloth build tokens. You can get Brennus build tokens, Mission Storm Cruiser build tokens, Onslaught tokens, Gordon build tokens, Impact Cruiser tokens, Prototype tokens. And then, of course, you can also use your raid points to get base parts, titanium, and uranium. Then in the open store, we got the Manus Missile, Advanced Optical Tracking, Ballistic UAV, Manicore, Roaring Barrel System, Panthera Scattergun, 7 Darkwing, and Scorpion CICs, Inferno Dragon, Comp Prime. That's a piece of crap. Oh, sorry, I said that out loud, didn't I? Brilliant. There's another piece of crap. Ed Missile, the Mag Launcher Actuator, Gunsville Phoenix, Gunsville Skyfire Carrier, Manicore Build Tokens, Inferno Dragon Build Tokens, Phoenix Build Tokens, Phoenix VXP Tokens, Skyfire Build Tokens, Skyfire VXP Tokens, Apollo VXP Tokens, Apollo Build Tokens, Gutsville Build Tokens. There are lots of build tokens. And then more base parts and titanium to purchase. And the new badge, you get the Greta's Glory for earning the Greta's Inferno Dragon. And I think that was just an addendum for changing the amounts of tokens, which we already saw the change limits up there.
Yeah. I noticed, all the build tokens except for the proto fleet that I'm, working on. That's how it works.
And there's no, and here's where I really miss the generic build tokens that we used to get, because there's no build tokens there for the new ship.
That's correct.
For the Gretas, there's no build tokens there whatsoever for that. And that's why it's such a shame that they got rid of the generic build tokens. Because now they're trying to micromanage what we use tokens on. Well, they're not trying to, they are doing. So, yeah, that kind of sticks in my craw a little bit. But
it's not like that we'd got enough of them to make a difference anyway. They didn't stack, with the, in my opinion, I would like to see them all the time, in all kinds of stuff. Because they just, it's not like they stack 100 deep,
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, shit. If I would have been able to go, you could have gone into this with you could have had basically 2 weeks worth of FM tokens stacked up, tokens in your inventory, and then chests, and then tokens, generic tokens you could have gotten in the raid. You probably could have built the thing for damn close to nothing. But no, we can't do that. I guess the other big thing to talk about is, hang on, we gotta go back another page. Changes to the FM. Oops, that's the discussion. I can only imagine what that discussion is looking like. Captains, with the introduction of Greta's Inferno Dragon and the July event Supremacy, the team wanted to share with you their plan for changing the FM targets over the next 3 months, because I know we've all been looking forward to this. 2 new high-level targets are being introduced this week. They're the 120 and the 121. These targets are the highest point payouts of any FM target at 600K each. So you're going to get a whole whopping 100,000 more FM points than what you currently get now with the top target. These targets will drop shards for the Chiba Scatters and the Predator missiles, which I don't understand that. That makes no freaking sense to me. But whatever. These targets are going to be restricted to ships of tier 6 and above. And they do have the Draconian anti-charge armored tech. So, yeah, you're going to be wanting to drop all your charged off your Inferno Dragons and go with the new D5XM. So, and of course, they recommend the Inferno Dragon with the flagship, the legendary ball. And then the new 105 will be a high-level blitz target for the FM. And this will not be as challenging as the 120, 121, but it's recommended that you bring a fleet of 5 Inferno Dragons to the target. They will not be removing any targets in July. The 117 will be removed starting in the August FM. And the 112 will be removed starting in the September FM. We will also be adding a new target in August. It will be another target for the Inferno Dragon, not as difficult as the 120 or the 121. Stupid question. Why don't you just leave the freaking 112 in then and save some time and not have to make a whole new target? Then maybe you can fix a bunch of the shit in the fucking game that's broken. But alas, I digress. But hey, the team wanted to share this information with you ahead of time, and they want to make sure that anyone who has not built their Inferno Dragon fleets will have the opportunity to build their Inferno Dragon fleets before the targets change.
The icebreaker all over again to me. And serious, if I have to, I have the whole thing built. You tell me I got to change the whole entire thing now, because basically I got to change the armor, all of it, right, on all the ships, and I got to change the weapons because you just made the hull, the lead hull attributes better for antis. So in theory, I would move the antis from my regular Infernos to the lead and put the weapons onto my regular ones to gain the maximum benefit damage, correct?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying.
So that's like a big whoop, you know, it's basically a big flip off to everybody that built the Inferno Dragon complete. That's how I feel. I mean,
yeah, I wish I could argue with you, but I can't. You know, it's basically, yeah, it seems to me like the icebreaker's all over again.
It is. It's exactly. So there we go.
Although, fortunately, they haven't come out with a new rocket that I need to put on, at least not yet. So I should probably keep my fucking mouth shut. Yeah, I see it. I can see it now. Next month's FM, there's a new rocket, and everybody be cussing me out. They're like, "Why do you have to say that?"
I hope there is. I'll scrap the hull. Oh, here we go. See, I'm sorry. I didn't even mention this. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, so there's their recommended build for the Greta's Inferno Dragon. Which, I don't know that I myself would build it that way, but whatever.
Okay, but that's in theory was basically what I was.
Yeah, that's exactly what you were saying about as far as, you know, it's all loaded down with antis and whatnot.
Right. Because stat-wise, number-wise, that's to get the best performance out of the same amount of antis in the fleet.
And then there's their build for the regular Inferno Dragon. Which, again, I don't know that that's necessarily how I would build it, but that's their recommended build.
Well, I like at least that they're showing something. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of players that, yeah, this helps at least this being able to look right at that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they're making an attempt to try to put players in the right directions. It gives you a good baseline to work with.
Yes.
But, all right, chat, here's where you can chime in. I'm interested to see what some of your thoughts are on the FM changes coming up. So go ahead and start typing some of that in, and I'll read it off here in a little while. But, Dan, what do you think about the FM changes? Are you awake, Dan?
Yeah, it's gonna take this. It's just gonna take forever to build that goddamn Greta.
Well, I mean, then you're gonna have to change your fleet, though, right? Or are you just gonna go?
I'm gonna have to change my fleet a little bit too, and it's gonna be
well, not a little bit.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass, is what it's gonna be.
This that's not a little bit. That's not.
Having to change the armor is a freaking huge deal, man. That's like 5 pieces of armor that are going to be, so that's like How much are the new armor build time? Probably like a day or something. I think. I want to say. I think that's all.
Well, you got to look at it this way. You're not going to get. You're only going to get 5 pieces of armor anyhow.
No, I'm not talking about the limited crap. I'm talking about the CO armor, or the not the CO, the XM armor, the D5 XM. I think that was like a day build time. So if you're going to put 5 pounds of that across the fleet, that's what 5 times 5. That's 25 pounds. That's 25 days of build time right there, just an armor.
Well, I think I got those on my fleet anyhow.
Well, yeah, but most people don't.
Right.
It's just it's some of the other stuff that could be taking a long time, and I think I got tokens to do most of it.
Yeah, but I shouldn't be having to use my FM tokens to put armor on my hulls that were already done. I should be able to be using my FM tokens to build my fucking Greta's Inferno Dragon. Such ain't giving me no goddamn generic tokens in the raid ability.
Well, I think I got regular Inferno tokens too.
Yeah, if you want to, I guess, yeah, it's true. If you want to spend that many points on getting them, I suppose you can do it that way.
Well, I think I already got some, so I don't have to get so many, but I'm not sure how many days worth of refit I'm going to have per yet until I go ahead and
I'm looking at other people, not just what we have done. You know, I'm looking at
right
as a whole, because most of the community doesn't have a bunch of Inferno Dragons on the back burner. And most of them probably don't feel like spending raid time to get points to get tokens to refit a fleet that should, in all theory, not have to be refit.
Well, I sure don't want it either.
I'm looking at, what, 6 days per ship? You know, that sucks to me.
Oh, yeah, that does.
So,
I'm probably right around there, too.
And that's 6 days without even looking at changing over weapons and stuff. You know, to like, okay, so you got probably 4 antis on your regular Inferno Dragons that at this point you're probably going to want to switch at least 3 of them over to weapons. So that's probably almost 2 days of ship right there.
It's just like building that freaking new ship, though, is like, like 19 days worth of build.
Yep.
Well, I hope it saves the repair a drastic amount. You know, in all honesty, I hope it. Hope it's worth it.
I mean, it's a take 3. Gonna have to use our goddamn FM tokens to build it, to get it so it's built for the second week in the FM. Second FM to be able to do the FM.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess the one good thing is, in theory, you have what, a month to really get it built if you want to be before the 117 goes away. I mean, obviously, if you want to hit the 121, the people who want to hit the 120 to 121 right away are probably going to coin the whole damn thing anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, right. But I'm not one needing to do all that. But I'm not into spending 40 hours doing the weekly either. So I'm going to want to be able to hit at least something. If the 112's gone, something, in the upper range effectively. So I'm going to have something.
Yeah, like, I don't know why they feel like they have to bring out new FM targets, honestly.
Well, it will limit the Savage, correct? I mean, that will now limit the Savage user, right?
I have no idea.
It says right, and it didn't say it limited to tier.
Yeah, going to take away our 112s that we're autoing with our set with autoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, limited to tier 6 and above. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's what it's about. I mean, that's like, because your tier 4 hull is being used.
Yeah, I don't know who was responsible for that decision, but they should be taken out behind the woodshed, shot in the head.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I think they just did.
But that's what, so that does it. I mean, that is it right there. So now.
Yeah, so that's pretty much obvious. He says, even if you didn't really necessarily want to do the Greta, if you want to be hitting the high level targets, you're going to have to get the Greta, and you're going to have to at least build an empty shell for it.
Well, it's going to be more than that because it's got to be in a range of 120 to be effective.
Well, but 120 is a fairly good range, though. So you could, in theory, run it behind as an empty shell with maybe just like an engine on it or whatever.
Oh, you could actually, yeah.
You could, I suppose.
I mean, it's probably not the greatest idea, and it's going to take a little micromanaging, but you probably could do it. The other thing you might have to watch out for is mortars could still potentially, you know, fall on it as it's trailing up behind. So.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we're not going to know how it affects it until we use it, and yeah, and only those who coin it off right away and get it built will be able to tell us.
I'm just tired of all the limits that they're putting on this game. You know, I mean, if I can find a way to take a fucking gunboat in the 120 and kill it with a gunboat, then props on me, and I should be allowed to do that shit. You know, I'm getting tired of having creativity cycled in this game. I really am. I know. I'm sorry. I'm being a huge negative Nancy. I apologize.
Well, it's a frustrating time. It's a frustrating time. I think. I think. I don't know. I haven't been able to speak to anyone hitting 60s, and let's go back to the event right now. I don't know how people are doing 80 level 80 players, level 90 players, level 70 players. I'm really not in touch totally a daily basis with those players to know, are they able to participate in this event? Is this harder for them than you think they?
Well, and you can't even go by level because that's not necessarily indicative of anything. You know, just because you're level 80 doesn't mean you don't necessarily have the greatest and latest tech.
I think they're screwed. Myself is. I was kind of trying to lead you. I think they screwed them. The player that's trying to up and coming. You know, they locked the. Look at all the prizes they locked behind 40 million. Really, you know.
Yep.
The stuff they need, really, to progress.
Yeah, it's all behind the 40 million.
40 million for a haul that they really, that's not what's the priority for them right now. Honest. I mean, I understand that's the next go-to, but there's so many people that's not the next go-to, right? And that's 40 million points going nowhere for them. And that's what I have a hard time with, because I'm going to end up prepping and helping people to get past that 40 million mark for a haul they're not ready to build to get other items.
I mean, there's quite a bit in the unlock store for them too.
Here's the one thing in the log store that really pisses me off: the 8 Inferno Dragon build tote. There's no reason they should be in a log store. Right. Inferno Dragons are what people who don't need to build to be able to progress. They got to get just the regular Inferno Dragon. Why are you putting those tokens in the log store? Why are you putting a 40 million point roadblock? Just like you were saying, man, it's stupid. It's like one of the worst business plans I've ever seen in my life. I've seen some pretty bad fucking business plans.
Yeah, but that's just hindering progression and actually pay and earning progression, I would think. I mean, seriously, you would want people to get this to be able to. That's really not. I mean, prepping. We're going to do it. It's going to get done. A lot of people, but not everybody. And look at all those people. 40 million. Come on. That's a raid for them. And then they got to go on. That's just to pass it, just to unlock that. Well, you got to really look at it. It might be better off for them just to.
Well, and quite honestly, that 40 million only unlocks the locked store for them if they have the other crap.
Right.
If they have the missile and the rocket and the RFX engine and the strike system.
Right. Oh yeah, I didn't even think. I actually am assuming it just comes automatically open, and it doesn't. You're right. It has. There's many other things. So.
No, doesn't it say though? You just have to claim one of those to unlock the unlock store though.
Oh wait, you might be right.
Yeah, I think it is just one. But the whole my whole point is we've encountered this in the past, and then we get through it, and then it comes back and haunts us again. This is just the weekly is a natural progression. Everyone, that's actually number one priority. Everyone needs to be able to do the weekly to progress in the game, and to hinder that is hindering the entire progression of the game. So
there shouldn't even be a lock section of the store. There just shouldn't be one at all. I remember back when we had a long time ago, people bitched and complained about it. At the same time, we had the suicide thing before, and people complained, so they actually did something smart and got rid of it. And here we go, years later, they've forgotten everything that they learned before, and we're right back to where we were before. Well, I can't say they've forgotten because there's probably nobody left there who worked there when we complained about it before. So I can't necessarily say they forgot about it. A whole new batch of people that don't know any better.
And yes, there are still items they can get, but but primarily I'm talking about progressing in their weekly haul.
Yeah, I mean, big thing being, if nothing else, they should take those Inferno Dragon tokens out of the lock store and just add them to the ones that are already in the regular open store.
Right. Because the other ones I'm really not concerned about somebody getting some onslaught tokens. If they're some mid-level player and they want to get onslaught tokens at 4 million a pop, then good luck to you, brother, because you're on the wrong path.
Yeah. They could add the proto tie seekers down there too.
Yeah.
The proto tie tokens, they could put them down in the open store as well.
Right? Oh, they don't even have the other
yeah, the proto centurions. Yeah. Well, it's too soon for those. They want you to spend money on them.
I got two. I have three of those built, but five. I have 5 total shells better, but 3 built, and I was in the middle, and now I'm stopped because I'm building the this lead Gretchen. So we'll see.
Here, I'll do a screen share of me hitting the target. Just for fun. I gotta load my game first, though.
And Nofobos is saying he bets Kicks would give a new rocket in the next FM, and that's going to be great when that happens.
That base crap video might end up coming sooner than what I thought. All right. Screen share. I had to turn it off and start back up again because now I'm sharing a totally different screen. That's the bane of having multiple monitors going. So let's see what I can get with total auto, no driving. The only driving I'll do is stacking at the beginning, make sure I launch the right fleet. I keep getting my hunters and my manticores mixed up for some reason.
Yeah, has your fleet been separating on you? Oh, have you been stacking it every time?
I stack it at the beginning, so I haven't had that problem.
Has anybody in chat? Has everybody been stacking theirs, or they been letting them go?
Which target are you going to hit?
I'm going to hit the 106. Actually, I'm going to do both of them. I'm going to do the 106 and the 104. And I bet you I come in at somewhere between 5 to 5.5 hours damage. I bet you anybody.
Okay, Candy Apple said they full auto and they split. Now, I full auto, but I don't view, so I don't really know. But I tell you, I don't always get the same damage. That's for sure. And so I guess I will stack it in the beginning.
That's funny. I see Zippy DSCS's Mega is down here. I'm assuming he like accidentally sent his Mega down here to hit the raid target. That's kind of funny. Sorry, Zippy.
No, you're not.
That's the one they're working on. That'd be hilarious. It's got one building left. It's prepped. That's a marker. Way to go. You stole it.
No.
That'd be so good if it's prepped and ready to go.
Oh, it would
be. I'd retreat because it would serve me no purpose for what I'm trying to show here.
No, it's not touched. You go for it. Go sink his Hyperion on the outside.
My Hyperion couldn't sink a paper bag, man. All right, there they go splitting up.
Which one's this? 106? 106?
Yeah, this is 106. Now, see, when I did my one earlier that I didn't have this split up problem. So,
yeah, you are taking a lot of damage in the 106.
The passing is definitely hinky.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I'm not getting the same damage all the time. They're splitting on me.
Yeah, that would definitely do it. Now, I do not have the Darkwing CIC on any of mine, so I don't know if that might be causing the split, but it shouldn't because they're all built exactly the same. That should only matter if I had done split between like missiles and scatters.
Yeah, you should have the Darkwing on a few of them though.
Why?
It does make a difference.
It does when I put 3.
But I'm saying if they're all built exactly the same, it shouldn't make a difference. And if
you're right.
There's something fucking wrong.
No, right. They should stack. Well, since you stacked them in the beginning.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they shouldn't unstack when you stacked them. No.
So now I can almost guarantee by the time I'm done this whole set, I'm going to end up with more damage than what I had originally anticipated.
Yep.
I can't see chat at all currently, so you'll have to tell me if the guys in chat are laughing at me or not.
Cobra GT's laughing at you big time. No, I'm just kidding. They just said stack it first.
Just get swords and I'll find them during the
raid. Yeah, I'm just teasing. Everybody just says stack it first and everything.
Everything you did, and they still split.
Yeah.
And it's weird because the set I did earlier today, I did the exact same thing and they did not split up.
Yeah, it's just not the same pathing every time. It's weird.
Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this or how close of attention that you paid, but I thought that in the 106 I was having much more success at shooting down missiles than I am in the 104, or was that just my imagination, or have you guys noticed the same thing?
I can't tell you for sure. I didn't pay too much attention to that. They're still shooting down in the 104s, all right.
No, the 104s are the ones I get randomly clobbered. They really are. I don't view, but they're the ones that I randomly get the extra damage out of. It seems like, but actually I get a bow out of both. But the 104 is the one I don't know why. Now I haven't done it from the companion app. I'm going to try that later.
So, yeah, I heard somebody was getting like for the whole set auto on the app, they were only getting like 3.5 hours damage, and almost makes 200. These are more designed to be autoed from the app than actual play.
Well, and I have gotten different. I've taken the same fleet on auto through the app and through the game, otherwise, and gotten different results before myself. So I'm going to try it out. And if that's the case, right on.
Yeah, I'm going to try it with my fleet too. You know, I'm going to see what I can do on auto with it, and you know, why not?
Shit, dude,
got nothing to lose.
I'm probably going to end up with like 6.5 hours repair on this set.
Like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's like an hour more than what I got last time. If I even make it through, my fleet's almost fucking dead.
Yeah, close to 8 hours.
Rock on.
Yeah, I'm guessing 7.5. Let's take the game. Nope, 8.5. Look at that. Look at that. That's my battle pirates for the fucking day right there. Yeah, you tell me that's fine for a raid. Fucking suck a dick, man.
that hurt.
It's a fucking auto haul, and you shouldn't have to drive the goddamn thing. That's all I had to say about that. Dude, that pissed me off so much. I'm ready to fucking call the show right now. You guys done? Fuck this game. I'm logging off. Other than I'm playing Star Wars Online or Star Trek Online for the rest of the fucking night.
All right, everybody. But I'm down there in Alpha and chugging away, so I'll get back on it later myself.
No, chugging away. That sounds like a great idea. I got a 30-pack in the fridge. Maybe I'll start chugging away.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, and I think it's great that a lot of people are like, you know, I can do 2 sets for 6 hours or 8 hours repair. You know, I think that's great. But that means you're probably driving what is supposed to be the auto haul, which is totally defeats the purpose of having a fucking auto haul.
Well, I'm driving a missile hull for about 7.5 hours of damage for 2 sets.
So, you know, it's like, I saw a video earlier today, which the video in itself was funny. Like, something I saw, and that made me laugh really hard. But, like, you know, it's like driving the auto haul. Yes, you can get it down to 2 coins or 3 coins or whatever for the thing, and that's fine. That's great. But that defeats the purpose of it being an auto haul. You should not have to fucking drive it. But anyway,
I got a little less. I mean, it's not a great deal less, but it is with the 3 different CICs on the hull autoing. I have a little less repair than that, but it's still high. It's not magic.
Well, like, why do you have 3? Because isn't 1 supposed to make them all match?
No, yeah, 3. Yeah. Those 3 CICs stack to 3, I believe, 3 or 4.
3 to 3.
3 to 3.
So the bonus is stacked to 3. So it took for me to notice an actual coin difference in repair. I don't watch seconds, I don't watch minutes, but I do watch coins. So for me to notice a coin change, it took 3.
Gotcha. I don't know. I'm not going to waste my time refitting again. They'll either work the way they are, or they won't, and I just won't do fun raid, and I'll quit the game a lot sooner than what I'd anticipated. Because that's kind of where I'm at right now. If I can't do shit with what I built, because you want to keep changing shit, fuck you and fuck the game. Anyway, we better get off here before I really start going off on tirade.
But we're glad everybody came out, though, and actually those people that watch the show.
Yes, thanks for watching.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out and participating in the chat, guys. You always make it at least a little bit better. Although, obviously, you can tell by my attitude right now, things aren't good no matter what. So, anyway, we're out of here. I actually have all Saturday, so we might try to get a round table together. That way you can really hear me go off the deep end, maybe. I don't know. Thanks for coming out, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a subscribe and share it with friends. Until next time, we are out. Later.
Later, guys. Good night.